Well, hello and welcome again. This is the fourth class of the ladder series. I hope you've made it with me this whole time. I hope you've enjoyed the flows. And we're going to do one more just to put it all together. If this is your first time joining us, make sure you check out the other three classes, but hope you have a blast today as we're doing this one. We will need a block today for a class, so go ahead and grab that if you need it. As always, the music is down below if you want to join me with some music. And as always, give it your best. This is your class. Do what you need to modify. If you need to drop a knee, if you need the block, if you want to not jump forward, if you want to skip a chaturanga, whatever it is that you need, go ahead and take that. With that being said, if you want to start the music with me, we'll do that in 3, in 2, in 1. Go ahead and hit play, and we'll meet in a child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch at the back of the mat. Open the knees out nice and wide. Starting to walk your fingertips forward. Forehead melts onto the mat. Just starting to arrive. Maybe you even drop the elbows. Allow yourself to start to become really present on your mat. Working on presence and becoming present. For most of us, really detached. We're always doing a million things, thinking of the next thing we need to do. Sometimes it becomes a little hard to just be really present, be right here. So remember, this is a practice. All we're doing is practicing. We're making shapes, we're breathing. So I invite you to do that. Today's class, the flow is meant to energize your body. So think of the parts of the body that need a little bit more energy. What do you want to improve on in today's class? Start to become a little bit heavier. Really letting the hips drop, the forehead be nice and heavy, the elbows really deep into the mat. Maybe start to rock the forehead a little side to side. Rocking the hips side to side as well. Come back to center. And let's start to let go of all of the stale air. Nice and slowly start to take a deep breath in, starting from the tailbone, the lowest part of the spine, and as you inhale, feel as the whole spine lengthens. You can even start to reach the arms forward, breathe in just a little bit more. Press the hands down as you exhale, press the hips towards your heels, really activating through the side of the body. 2 more breaths. Inhale, really lengthen the spine. Maybe you inch your fingertips just a little bit further forward. Open the mouth, exhale. Press all the way as far back as you can. 1 more deep breath in, lengthen a little bit slow. As you exhale, press the hips as far back as you can. 1 more breath here on your own. On your next inhale, we start to rise on up. Find your tabletop position. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Bring your knees in so they're right underneath the hips. Tuck your toes. Right away, find a downward facing dog as you lift the hips up and back. First down dog of class, maybe of your day. Start to bend into one knee, lengthen the other leg. Really lengthen as you press that lengthened leg heel into the mat. And then switch, bend into that knee, extend the opposite leg long. Melt that heel to the mat. Maybe you walk out your dog, take a couple more steps. Really melting any tension away and off the body. Now bring a little bit more attention into the hands. Really press into the index finger knuckle and the thumb. So you ground onto the inside part of your palm. Rack the triceps, back the biceps forward. Really try to pull the belly in and lift the tailbone a little higher. Do you need to bend the knees? Do you need to lengthen the legs? You want to take any more variations? Take another breath in. And a breath out. Option, if you'd like, you can seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. Ujjayi, exhale through your nose. One more like that. Press into the hands. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Exhale, melt the shoulders towards the thighs. On your next inhale, start to lift the heels. Press really deeply into the hands like you're rounding and curling the spine. Shift all the way forward. We'll find a high plank. Now press the heels back. Press into the hands, lift the heart a little higher. Tuck the tailbone, really bringing the hips towards the lower ribs. Try not to lift through the hips. Bring and engage the core. Engage into the legs for 4. Maybe you even rock a little forward and back for 3. For 2. And 1. Start to bend into the knees. Lift the tailbone. Look forward as you roll and press all the way back. Downward facing dog. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift the heel. Press into the hands. Roll forward, finding a high plank. As you exhale, bend the knees. Lift the tailbone. Look forward. Shift all the way back. Downward facing dog. 2 more with the breath. Inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, lift up and back. Last one, make it fluid. Inhale, shift forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, lift up and back. 3 breaths in through the nose. Out through your nose. Full, complete breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, breath in. And a breath out. Bend into your knees. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, ragdoll pose. Take tiny steps. Bring your feet right behind your wrists. Feet stay nice and wide. Bend into the knees. Option to grab opposite elbows. You can start to gently sway side to side. Let any tension go from the shoulders, from the neck. Relax the jaw. If you'd like to, you can even start to extend a little bit more through the legs. Option if you want to grab the hands, interlace them behind the head as you pull the crown of the head down. Chin comes a little closer into the chest. Or a different variation option, interlace the hands behind the back. Start to reach the arms up and overhead. Letting the chest melt a little deeper to the ground. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, slowly release. Come all the way down to the ground. Option to bring your big toes to touch. We'll leave a slight space between the heels. And then very, very gently, very slowly start to roll yourself all the way up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Now there's no rush to get to the top. Once the head comes up and over the shoulders, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Really engage, pressing into the ground. Bring your palms together. Hands come to your heart center. Thumbs in towards your chest. Hands at prayer. I invite you to close the eyes. And set an intention for your practice. Why are you here? How do you want to feel by the end of today's practice? What do you need to energize so that you have more energy in your life? Maybe add a little smile. Whatever it is, whatever your intention is, give it all the energy you got. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let your intention sink in. Blink open your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Press into the ground as you reach all the way up. Option for a little back bend, starting to press the hips forward. Weight is in the heels. Follow your fingertips with your gaze. Nice and easy on the first one. As you exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips. Lower it all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Hands can stay on the ground. Maybe they come to your shins or your thighs. But lift the heart up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Shift the weight a little further forward onto the toes. Take another breath in. As you exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. We're going to step the feet back. Really pressing into the hands. Shift forward onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, chaturanga. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Hold. Really press the elbows into the side body. Engage into the legs. Lift the shoulders a little bit higher. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Opening up through the heart. pressing into the feet so the knees lift and the glutes engage. Really press into the hands, lengthen the ears away from the shoulders. Listen here, breath in. As you exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows 90 degrees once again. Inhale, high plank, press all the way up. Now roll over the toes as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath, reset, inhale. Exhale through your nose. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, forward fold, you can step, hop, or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, engaging the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, press into the ground, rise and reach. As you exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, mountain pose, once again, option for your back bend. Maybe you go a little bit deeper, weight is in your heels, engage the glutes. Exhale, forward fold to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, high to mid plank, plant the hands. You can step, jump, or even float it back. Meeting in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open the heart. Exhale, chaturanga, rebend the elbows. Inhale, high plank, press it up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We flow, bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, you can step, jump, or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, still fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, mountain pose, option for your back bend. Maybe you go a little bit deeper. As you exhale, fold to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, plant the hands, step, jump, or fly back, landing in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, open the heart. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in through your nose. Out through your nose. Slow the breath. Find that control breath in. And a breath out. Let that ujjayi breath warm the body. Last breath. Moving on to our sun B. Inhale, reach the right heel to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Notice how that right shoulder wants to lift. Press that right shoulder down. Imagine you're trying to bring your right heel to your left shoulder. Take another inhale. Try to reach your right heel a little higher. Inhale. As you exhale, cross right knee to the left tricep. Bring that left heel down. Tap the right knee with the right tricep. Start to extend your right leg long. Inhale, fallen triangle as you reach your left arm to the sky. Breathe. Notice I'm on the side edge of both of my feet. Can you lift the hips a little higher? If you really want a little bit more for the core, maybe you lift and fly your right leg. Not necessary, but if you want to, take another inhale. As you exhale, bring that left hand back down. Inhale, bring your knee to your nose. Really round and curl. Reach that right leg up and back. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep the hips square this time. Flex the foot. Point all 5 toes to the mat. Lift the heel, inhale, lift the heel up higher. As you exhale, low lunge. Bring that right foot right between the hands. Beautiful. Inhale, crescent lunge. We're going to reach up towards the sky. Breathe. Nice and strong. Front knee is over the front ankle. Lift the back heel as high as you can. And now square off through the hips. Press that left hip forward, right hip back. Tuck the tailbone. Find that small engagement as you engage the left glute. Sits bones come underneath you. Lengthening through the spine as you reach up. Big, big breath in. Sink into your lunge a little deeper, breath out. One more, inhale. As you exhale, airplane the arms. Start to fly your chest forward. Arms go down and back like airplane wings. Beautiful. Hands and palms can stay down. Keep the hips nice and square. Reach the arms back. Chest goes forward. Are you still breathing? Are you present? Is your body fully energized? Inhale. Sink into the lunge a little deeper. Exhale. Shift the weight even further into your right foot. Inhale, chair pose. Slide that left foot forward. Start to reach the arms up and over the head. Breathe. Sink down and into your heels. Reach the arms up nice and high. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit more. Lift the hands a little higher. Sink a little deeper into your heels. I fell out a little bit. You got it. Sink down, sink down, sink down. Last breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. Hinge all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, high to low plank, plant your hands. Step, fly, or float your feet back. Inhale, up dog or cobra as you open up through the heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale your left heel to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Again, press that left shoulder down. Bring that left heel towards your right shoulder, really opening up through the left side body. Lift the left knee a little higher, inhale. As you exhale, left knee to the right tricep. As you start to curl in, drop your back heel. Press the knee into the elbow. Start to extend the left leg long. Inhale, right arm to the sky, fallen triangle. Breathe. Really pressing into the hand. Reach the hips up nice and high. You can look up towards your right hand. If you went for it on the other side and you lifted your extended leg to the side, you can on this side as well. Another inhale, lift up through the hips. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, knee to the nose, round and curl. Press and engage. Inhale, three-legged dog, three-leg. Reach the left leg up and back. Keep the hips square. Look at your left toes. Flex them, pointing down to the ground. Lift both heels a little higher, inhale. As you exhale, knee to the nose, little lunge. Beautiful, inhale, crescent lunge. Start to rise on. Breathe. Front knee over the front ankle. Square all through your hips. Use the hands if you need to. Right hip forward, left hip back. Engage into your back leg. It's okay if you have a bend in it. That leg can still be engaged. Square off. Engage your right and left glute. Tuck the tailbone. Even if it's just a millimeter. Engage the core. Lift up and away from the hips. Sink into your lunge. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, fly the arms. Chest goes forward. Fly the arms back. Breathe. Keep the hips square. Press off of the back heel. Lengthen the arms a little bit higher. Try to press the palms together. Open up through the collarbones. Take another breath in. Sink into the lunge, breath out. Inhale, chair pose. Bring that right foot forward. Sit next to the left and sink down into the hips. Reach the arms up nice and high. Sink down. Maybe you even lift the toes off the mat. Can you sit a little bit lower? And a little bit lower. Lift the shoulders a little higher. One more inhale. As you exhale, forward fold to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen the spine. As you exhale, high to low plank, plant your hands. Again, you can step, you can jump, you can float, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening to the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in through your nose. Reset, breath out. 2 more breaths. Find that stability, find that energy. You got it, breath in. Press a little further back, breath out. Let's flow all of that breath to movement. Inhale the right heel to the sky, bend and open the hip. As you exhale, left tricep. Extend the leg, option to keep it lifted. Inhale, falling triangle as you reach the left arm high. As you exhale, knee to the nose, left hand comes down. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach it up and back. As you exhale, low lunge, right foot between the palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. As you exhale, fly the arms. Keep the weight in the right foot. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale your vinyasa, plant your hands. You can step, jump, or fly back. Inhale, up dog, opening your heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel to the sky, we bend and stack. As we exhale, right tricep crunch. Extend the leg, inhale, falling triangle. Maybe the left leg is floating. As you exhale, right hand down, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up high. As you exhale, fly the arms. Inhale, chair pose. Nice and slowly, right foot comes forward, sit low. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, high to low plank, plant your hands. You can step, jump, float, fly it back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Let's keep it moving. Inhale, right leg to the sky, bend and stack. As you exhale, left tricep crunch. Extend the leg, inhale, fallen triangle. Maybe the leg floats. As you exhale, left hand comes down, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge, step it forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up high. As you exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, chair pose, left toes come forward, sit low. Here comes our first change. As you exhale, left foot goes all the way back. Crescent plane, the same way we just came. Beautiful, inhale, warrior two. That was just your transition. We hold and breathe. Your back foot is going to be parallel to the back of the mat. Really press and engage the outer edge of your left leg so the outer edge of your left foot presses in. Sink the hips down so your right knee is over your right ankle. Open up through the arms. Really engage up through the core. Gaze is over your front middle finger. And we breathe. Slowing down. Finding the reserves of energy that your body has. Allowing yourself to stay steady but strong. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, side angle. Reach all the way forward. Your right arm will come down. Option to make a big circle with that left arm to settle you into your extended angle. Use your right arm to press your right knee open. If you want to, you can even use as a modification, just balancing your right elbow on your right thigh. Also, it's not about touching the ground. It's about opening up your heart. It's about twisting so that the heart frames towards the side wall. Legs are still engaged. Drop the hips a little bit lower. If you want a little bit more, maybe that left arm reaches forward. Take another breath in. Can you look up and under your left shoulder? Breath out. Last breath, inhale. Twist a little deeper, exhale. Start to lengthen your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Notice how my hips are going to pivot forward and I'm going to reach my right arm all the way up and back. Little to no weight in the back hand. Really reach up and away from the right hip. Engaging into the leg, squeezing the heels towards each other. Take one more inhale. Can you lengthen just a little bit more through your intercostals? As you exhale, pass high to low plank. Plant your hands. Your right leg will come back. Option to keep your right leg lifted for an ekapada. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. As you exhale, downward facing dog. We flow the first side. Inhale, left heel to the sky, bend and stack. As you exhale, right tricep, cross it over. Extend with the left leg. Inhale, fallen triangle. As you exhale, right hand down, knee to your nose. Inhale, we lift up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge, left foot forward. Inhale, crescent, you know where we're going, follow along. As you exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose, right foot comes forward and sink the hips low. Again, here comes that change as you exhale, right foot goes all the way back. crescent plane. Inhale, warrior two. Drop your back heel. Open yourself up towards the right side of your mat. Breathe. Press and engage the outer knife of your right foot into the mat. Engage, really engage your quadricep. Let your hips sink down. Press your left knee open. Opening up through the arms. Lengthen like you're trying to touch the front and back of the room. Arms are engaged. Gaze is steady. Breath is steady. Energy is high. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, start to shift forward. As you exhale, side angle, left arm comes down. Option to rest it on the left thigh as you make that big circle for your right arm to reach high. Breathe. Try to create space between the ribs and the left thigh. So I'm lifting up and away. Again, if I need to lift up a little bit higher, you can. If you need to grab a block, you can as well. Really open and twist through the chest. Let the hips sink down. Maybe you reach a little further down. Maybe you reach a little further high. Look maybe towards your top hand, if that's available to you. Breath in. Twist a little deeper, breath out. Maybe you reach that right arm towards the front of the room, like you did on the other side. If you did it, go for it. Breath in. And twist, breath out. Start to lengthen your front leg. Pivot the hips. Left hip goes as high as it can. Reach your left arm all the way up and back. Squeezing the heels towards each other. Lengthening from your left hip all the way out into your left pinky. Reach up and away. Feel the stretch through your left side ribs. Breathe into your left side lung a little bit more so you can inflate it like a balloon. Big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Left leg will step back. Your chaturanga, shift forward. Lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra, opening the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow. Inhale, right leg to the sky. We bend and stack. As you exhale, left tricep. Extend the leg. Inhale, fallen triangle. As you exhale, knee to the nose, middle of the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge. Flow, breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fly the arms. Inhale, chair pose. Left toes come forward, sit low. Exhale, left toes go back. Inhale, warrior two. Open up to your left side of the mat and adjust the feet as needed. As you exhale, side angle. Right arm down, big circle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Swivel the hips as you reach up and back. And as you exhale, Vinyasa, cartwheel the arms. Right leg steps back. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left heel to the sky, bend and stack. As you exhale, right tricep. Extend the leg, inhale, fallen triangle. As you exhale, knee to the nose in the middle of the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, energize and breathe. Exhale, fly the arms. Inhale, chair pose, sit a little lower. As you exhale, right foot goes back, fly the arms. Inhale, warrior two, open up. As you exhale, side angle, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle, swivel the hips, reach up and back. As you exhale, chaturanga, hands come down. Left leg goes back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Keep it moving. Inhale, right heel to the sky, bend and stack. As you exhale, left tricep. Extend, inhale, fallen triangle. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, reach it high. As you exhale, fly your arms. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down nice and low. As you exhale, left foot goes back, fly the arms. Inhale, warrior two, opening up. Exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm high, open the heart. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up, reach back. Here comes your next change as you exhale, half moon. Start to shift forward. Maybe you grab the block. Block is in front of the right foot as you start to lift away from the ground. Your left arm is reaching high. Lift and flex your left foot. Your left toes are pointing towards the left side of your mat. You have different levels to the block, but again, I'm not dumping all of my weight down. I'm actually trying to lift away. Maybe you bring your fingers to the block. Try lifting one finger up at a time so that you become nice and light. Maybe one day you don't even need the block. Try to lift up through that top hip bone. Really opening up through the hips. Nice and strong. Nice and steady. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly land the left foot far behind you. Inhale, star pose, reach up super high. Point your toes out, bring your heels in. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit to release the hips. One more breath. As you exhale, horse or goddess, bend into your knees. Sink down nice and low. Hands can come to your heart center. Hands can open up like a goddess. If you want to, you can even bring your hands onto your thighs and press them open a little bit more. Beautiful, really reach up. Whatever variation with the arms. Sink a little lower, open the hips a little bit more, breath in. Can you sink a little lower, breath out? One more, breath in. Sink it down, breath out. Inhale, star pose, reach all the way up. As you exhale, crescent, lift the back heel. Come forward. Find your crescent once again. Square the hips, press off of the back heel, lift up a little higher, breath in. Sink into it, breath out. Inhale, warrior three. Launch off onto your right foot. Lift the left foot far behind you. Hands can come by your side. Hands can come to your heart center. If you have the space, maybe you're reaching your arms in front of you, really engaging a little bit deeper into the shoulders, finding that strength. Find that energy inside you that keeps you strong. Your body is stronger than you think. Your mind is stronger than you believe. Breathe into it. Breath in. And breath out. On your next inhale, bring your knee into your nose. Rise all the way up, one-legged mountain. As you exhale, figure four. Left ankle crosses over your right knee as you sink down into your chair. Breathe. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see. Flex your left foot. Make sure that your ankle is off of your knee. The top of your ankle or shin is on the thigh. Pressing that left knee down if you want to with the left hand. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you try to bring your forearms onto your shin. So you're with your left elbow pressing the left knee down. You're looking right in front of you, keeping the hips down, the heart lifted. Breathe. On your next inhale, we slowly rise on up one-legged mountain, coming up nice and high. As we exhale, big toe hold with your peace fingers. Grab onto your left big toe. Lift up and away. If this feels like it's too much, you're always welcome to just grab onto the left shin. If you want to, you can start to open the left foot towards the left side. Maybe you're holding on to the left foot. You can even extend your right arm out to the opposite side for balance. Breathe. Try to lift the heart up nice and high. Find that stability. Open the hip a little bit more. And if you fall out of it, that's all right. Try to just get back in. Maybe you're right here holding one more. Slowly start to bring your knee back through center. Take an inhale in your one-legged mountain. As you exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, your vinyasa, plant your hands. You can step, jump, float, fly it back. Inhale, up dog or cobra, open heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath, I'll give it to you. Inhale. Let it go. Let's flow the left side. Inhale, left heel to the sky. We bend and stack. As we exhale, right tricep, cross it over. Extend the leg. Inhale, fallen triangle. As you exhale, knee to the nose, right hand comes down. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge as you reach out. As you exhale, fly the arms. Inhale, chair pose, back to your Ujjayi breath. As you exhale, right foot goes back, fly the arms. Inhale, warrior two, opening towards the right side. As you exhale, side angle, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift up and away. Here comes the change as you exhale, half moon. Shift forward onto the left foot. Maybe the block is there. Start to lift the right heel to the sky. Notice that my right foot is pointing towards the right side wall. Lift and open up through the chest. Again, if you're on the block, try to come off of it nice and lightly. Maybe it's one finger at a time. Maybe you're looking down. If you want to try challenging the balance, can you look in the same direction as your right toes? Maybe you can look up towards your top hand. Lift the back heel a little higher. Yes, you can. Big inhale. Lift everything up, exhale. Last breath. As you exhale, slowly land the right foot behind you. Inhale, star pose as you reach all the way up. Wiggle out through the hips, release through the side body. Inhale, toes out, heels in. As you exhale, horse or goddess, sink down nice and low. Once again, open the knees. Tuck the tailbone. Lean back so that the shoulders come up and over your hips. Arms can be at heart center. Maybe you're finding your goddess arms. Sink a little bit deeper. We've been here before. Remember, we're always trying to compete only with ourselves. Energize through it. How far did you go last time? Can you meet yourself there? Can you go a little deeper? One more. Inhale, star pose. We reach all the way back up. As you exhale, crescent. Lift your back heel. Swivel the right hip forward. Sinking into the lunge. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, warrior three. Launching off onto your left foot, finding your balance. Breathe. Lift the back heel a little higher. Square the hip so that right hip drops down. Feel the belly pull up and engage. Your variation with the arms. And if you're wobbling on the left leg, that is perfect. It's okay. We're not supposed to hold still. We're finding balance. We're shifting left, right, forward, and back. Finding these minuscule movements that keep us grounded, that keep us stable. Can you lift a little bit higher? One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your right knee into your chest. Inhale, one-legged mountain as we rise on up. As we exhale, figure four. Again, top of the ankle, over the thigh, as we sit into our chair. If you need to adjust, you can use your hands, sinking down low. This is not an inversion, so I'm keeping my heart above, my head above my heart, and I'm breathing. If you want to drop down a little bit more, you can bring the right elbow onto the right knee to try to open that right hip externally. But again, I'm not in an inversion. Sit the hips down, lift the heart high, feel that core still engaged. 2 more breaths. Inhale, rise on up, one-legged mountain. As you exhale, big toe hold with your peace fingers, grab onto your right big toe. Maybe from here, you can start to extend the right leg. Maybe you're holding onto the shin. Maybe you start to open up towards the right side. Maybe you extend the left arm. Breathe. Try to lift the heart a little higher. If you need to keep the knee bent, that's okay. Hold it strong. On your next inhale, slowly bring the right knee back through center. Release, inhale, one-legged mountain. Come up nice and high. As you exhale, forward fold, right foot comes down, lowering all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, high to low plank, plant your hands. Step, jump, flow, or fly back, landing softly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. As you exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in through the nose. Out through your nose. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Let's float everything breath to movement. Yes, you can. Inhale the right heel to the sky. We bend and stack. As you exhale, left tricep cross. Inhale, fallen triangle. Extend the leg, arm high. Exhale, left hand down, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge, move with control. Inhale, crescent lunge. As you exhale, fly your arms. Inhale, chair pose. As you exhale, crescent plane, left foot goes back. Inhale, warrior 2, opening up. As you exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up, reach back. As we exhale, with control, block if you need it, half moon, left heel reaches high. 1 breath, inhale. As you exhale, slowly land the left foot behind you. Inhale, star pose. As you exhale, horse or goddess pose. Inhale, star, reach high. As you exhale, crescent lunge to the front. Inhale, warrior 3, launch and fly. As you exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, one-legged mountain. As you exhale, figure 4, sink low. Inhale, one-legged mountain. As you exhale, big toe hold. Inhales to extend the leg. Exhales to open the leg. Inhale, bring it back through center. Exhales to release. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, Vinyasa, plant the hands. Step, jump, float, fly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, inhale, left heel to the sky, we bend and stack. As you exhale, right tricep. Inhale, fallen triangle, right arm high. As you exhale, right hand down, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge to the sky. As you exhale, fly the arms. Inhale, chair pose. Right foot forward. How low can you still sit? As you exhale, right foot down, fly the arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Open up towards the right side. Exhale, side angle. Left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up. As you exhale, half moon. Again, with the block or not, find yourself there. 1 breath to really lift everything up. As you exhale, slowly land the right foot back. Inhale, star pose. Toes up, heels in. Exhale, horse or goddess. Inhale, star pose. As you exhale, crescent to the front of your mat. Inhale, warrior three. Fly on off to your left foot. As you exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, one-legged mountain. The right knee comes high. As you exhale, figure four. Sink as low as you can. Right knee goes down. Inhale, one-legged mountain. As you exhale, big toe, hold. Inhales to extend the right leg. Exhales to open the right foot to the right. Inhale, right foot to the middle. Exhale, release the right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. I'll give it to you if you want it as you exhale, crow pose. Option to just take your vinyasa. Maybe you're bringing the knees onto the elbows. Maybe you lift the feet for three. For two. Your chaturanga vinyasa in one. Step, jump, float, fly. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. 3 breaths. Open the mouth, let it go. Breath in through the nose. A slower breath out. One more inhale. And let it go, exhale. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump, float, take a seat at the top of your mat. Beautiful. We're going to be moving into bridge pose. If you need a towel off, take a sip of water, please take it. We're going to start in a fire log or a double pigeon. I'm going to start with my right shin parallel to the top of the mat, or to one of the sides of the mat if you want to twist like me. Depends on where your camera is. Then I'm going to bring my left foot and I'm going to press the ankle right over the knee. I'm going to lift myself up so that I can find both of my sits bones down onto the mat. It's very important that that left hip sits bone is down. This is where the block might come really in handy. If you're like me and you have a really big gap here, or maybe the right knee might be bothering you, you can bring a block under the right knee. If you have another block between the shins, or if you want to work on it like me, you have different levels to the block. I'm going to place mine right there. And I'm going to bring my left arm right over my left knee. I'm not pressing down, I'm just letting it relax. And I'm just going to find a gentle mudra. Maybe you bring your index fingers and your thumbs to touch, maybe your middle fingers and your thumbs to touch. And allow yourself to become nice and tall through the spine. Breathe. Notice if you don't need any blocks and your shins are already pressed together, you're more than welcome to walk your hands forward and melting your heart directly over your shins. But if you're like me and your shins do not touch, stay up nice and high. And notice the more that I sit into the posture and I let the fascia and the tissues of my body and my muscles open up a little bit more, I can actually grab this block and start to slide it over my right foot or in the opposite direction of my top knee. And maybe one day, what ends up happening is both of those shins will come to touch. And if you're not there, it's okay. We're just practicing. Allow yourself to be where you are. Find acceptance. Find energy in that place. And breathe. We're going to be here for a little bit. So if you feel like you're in a place of discomfort, some place of pain, please get out of it. Discomfort we can learn to deal with. Life throws us curveballs, life throws us discomfort all the time. The more we can learn to sit into this place, the more energy we can find from it, and we can make better decisions. We'll take 3 more breaths. If you're folded forward, slowly start to walk yourself back. We're going to grab the block, remove them out of the way if you have them. Using the strength of your arms, gently lift the left foot off of the right knee. Extend both legs out nice and long. Very gently, maybe you start to windshield wiper the legs a little side to side. Maybe you bounce the knees a little up and down, starting to bring a little bit more fresh blood in, especially into the right leg. And when you're ready, we'll cross over and we'll do the other side. The left shin is going to start parallel to the top of the mat. I'm going to bring my right ankle, once again, put it over my knee, find a place that's comfortable for you. Again, my right hip is off the mat. I'm going to lift myself up and set myself down so that my right hip bone is down. Again, even though this side feels better for me, I still need a block. Bring that block, place it in between the shins, bringing the right elbow over the right knee, and just bring the left hand wherever it feels comfortable. Find a nice tall spine. Again, if your shins are touching and you want to fold, please feel free. Maybe you want to stay up. Maybe you have a slightly different posture that you'd like to work into. You're more than welcome to if you want to do a little twist. Breathe into it. We're going to be here for about a minute, minute and a half. Nice and strong, nice and steady. Breathe. Again, now that the muscles are starting to warm up, if you want to grab that block, slide it off and away from the right knee or in the direction of the right knee. Please feel free, just so you open up just a little bit more. The more we breathe into these spaces, the more space we find. Lengthen through the spine. Continue to breathe. 3 more breaths. We're going to grab the blocks if you have them, remove them out of the way. Again, using the strength of your arms, gently lift the right foot off of the left knee. Extend both legs out nice and slowly in case you're feeling really tight. Once again, maybe you bounce the knees a little up and down. You can windshield wiper them a little side to side. Beautiful. If you're like me, sideways, come back to the front of the mat. We're going to shift the hips forward. Reach your arms in front of you. Plant the feet onto the ground. Slowly start to shift back and down for 4. We're going to come all the way down for 3. Start to look up. Control the core. Last 2. And 1. Nice and softly. Bring the heels close to the glutes. You should be able to tickle them with your heels. Press the hands down into the ground. Inhale, bridge pose. We're going to press into the heels. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Imagine there's a block between your legs. Option if you want, you can interlace the hands. Walk the shoulders a little closer together. Really press the hips up nice and high. Really try to press the chest towards the chin, but leave a little bit of a space there. Press into the heels. Can you lift the hips even higher? Hold it there for 4. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press into the hands. 3. Last 2. Lift as high as you can go. 1. And then slowly start to release the hands. Reach the arms up and overhead as you, 1 vertebrae at a time, lower yourself down to the ground. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. The knees will open out wide. Option to keep your arms overhead. Maybe you want to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Allow yourself a moment of time to bring last little bit of energy to your practice. With your hand over your heart, feed your heart some energy. Give yourself some love. With the hand that's over your belly, give your gut some love, some strength, some will. When you're ready, slowly close your knees like a book. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe you start to rock and roll forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, till you find yourself up into a tall seat. Extend the legs long in front of you. Reach the arms up nice and high. Take an inhale. As you exhale, seated forward fold. Grab onto the ankles, the shins, the toes, whatever's accessible to you. Really trying to fold yourself in half, lengthen through the spine, pull yourself forward, and then relax. The chin will come into the chest. Once again, you can even close the eyes, just to settle deeply into the pose. Try and bring the elbows down to the sides of your shins onto the mat. 2 more breaths. We'll slowly release, rise back up. Once again, we're going to press the hips forward. Bring both knees into your chest, slowly rolling down. From here, you're going to grab onto the right knee, extend the left leg long. Squeeze the right knee in towards the right arm. Take an inhale. As you exhale, supine twist. Right knee is going to be guided over towards the left. Right arm is going to extend towards the opposite side. Press the right shoulder down. If you're like me and you're using the right hand to pull, don't press the knee down. Imagine like I'm trying to bring my right knee towards the left side of the room. So I'm actually trying to rotate my hips over each other. Look towards your right hand. I invite you to close the eyes. Breathe. Slowly bring both knees back into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze, realigning the spine. Hold the left knee, we'll extend the right. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen, squeeze in. As you exhale, supine twist, guide the left knee over towards the right. Open the left arm to the left, look at your left hand. Allow the left shoulder to melt and glue to the mat. Once again, close the eyes. Maybe you're releasing the left leg. Maybe you're helping guide it towards the right side. Breathe. We'll slowly bring both knees back in towards our chests. Maybe squeezing everything in towards the side, middle of the body. Happy baby. We'll grab onto the inside or outside edges of your feet, your shins, your thighs. Melt the sacrum, lowest part of your spine, down into the mat. Start to use the strength of your arms to pull the knees down. Really feel the spine be nice and flat. Option to rock a little bit side to side, massaging your whole spine. Maybe if you want, you can flutter out the lips like a happy baby. If you want to extend one leg out long, maybe then the other. Whenever you're ready, bring both knees back into your chest. Wrapping your arms all the way around the shins. Bringing your forehead in towards your knees. Squeezing yourself into the smallest little ball that you can. Knees into the chest. Engage every muscle in your face. Squeeze in as tight as you can. Inhale. And as you exhale, Shavasana, open yourself up. Take up as much space as you need to. If there's anything in the way, move it out. Get nice and comfortable. Letting the shoulders melt away from the ears. And starting to take a body scan. Starting from the crown of the head. And as you move down the body, just imagine it, that body part starting to melt and be super heavy. Letting the crown of the head, the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, neck and shoulders, arms all the way down through the fingers, the chest, abdomen, hips, thighs, shins, ankles, feet, all the way down through the toes. We'll take one more breath in. And as you exhale, just melt into your Shavasana. Just breathe. I'll guide you out when it's time. If you need a little bit more time, please stay right where you are. If you're ready to start waking up, start to add a little bit of movement into your fingertips, into your toes. Start to deepen your breath. Inhale. Let it go. Start to roll out your wrists, maybe your ankles. Take a deeper breath in. And a breath out. Roll the wrists and the ankles to the opposite side. Start to reach your arms up and over your head, finding a full body stretch as you inhale. Really lengthen away from each side. And as you exhale, fetal position, bend into your knees, roll over onto your favorite side. Bicep is your pillow. Press your top hand into your heart. Give yourself a little bit of grace, a little bit more energy, and gratitude for showing up into today's practice. When you're ready, press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Eyes will remain closed, hands find your heart center. We'll close out class with one last cleansing breath. Take one big inhale. And as you open the mouth, exhale, just let it all go. Bring your hands to your third eye center, center of intuition. With light, with love, we bow forward towards each other. Namaste. So thank you everyone. I hope you really enjoyed the ladder flows. It's a matter of practice. Maybe you weren't where you wanted to be today. Maybe you couldn't keep up. That's perfect. Just know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. We practice. We do this over and over and over again. Practice the small things so that you can do the big things, not only on your mat, but off of your mat. Hope this class gives you a little bit more energy. You can always come back to it. I hope to see you in the next series. Namaste.